long years before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a bus in Alabama in the United States, a black woman in Nova Scotia, Canada, had been fined and thrown into prison for refusing to give up her seat, this time in a movie theater. That woman, Viola Desmond, is the new face of the Canadian $10 bill. Here are 5 things you need to know about Viola Desmond. She was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and became a teacher who taught black students in the racially segregated school system in the city. Desmond later became a businesswoman who was all about hair and beauty. She started a hairdressing salon called Vice Studio of Beauty Culture and an academy for black beauticians who were not allowed in whites-only beauty schools in Nova Scotia. Her unplanned stop in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia on the evening of November 8, 1946 started the civil rights movement in Canada, etched Desmond's name into history, and has now made her the face of the Canadian $10 bill. Here is a clip from Historica Canada's Heritage Minute explaining what happened on that fateful evening after Desmond's car broke down and she decided to go watch a movie while her car was being repaired.
All I wanted was to see a movie. One down, please.
I can't sell downstairs tickets to you people.
How dare they? I could afford to buy the more expensive ticket. I run my own business. But they refused to take my money. They left me there all night.
On what charge?
They said I didn't pay the theater tax. But it was really about color.
Sister Desmond, appeal this conviction and your community will stand behind you.
Do you have any idea what this will do to us?
So what are you going to do?
Make it right.
She was charged with attempting to defraud the government of taxes amounting to 1 cent, although it was clear that her real offense was violating the Roseland Theatre's unspoken segregated seating rule. On April 15, 2010, 45 years after her death, Viola Desmond was still creating history as she was granted Canada's first posthumous pardon. The government of Nova Scotia also apologized for prosecuting her for tax evasion and acknowledged she was rightfully resisting racial discrimination. On December 8, 2016, 70 years after Desmond refused to give up her seat in that theater, she was announced as the new face of the Canadian $10 bill. Desmond will be the first woman other than a monarch to be featured on a Canadian banknote. The new $10 bill comes into circulation in 2018. And that, my friends, is this week's edition of The Noun Reporter. Stories of people, places, and things. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and...